Government is considering whether to increase the qualifying criteria for state housing as well as its subsidy. This market, known as the gap market, is people who earn too much to qualify for RDP housing and earn too little to qualify for a bond.
A third of South Africa's population is in the affordable market and lives in formal rental accommodation, but it's this group that struggles to own property. It includes public servants like nurses, police officers and teachers, and some fall just outside the 7,500 threshold to qualify for gap housing.
We've undertaken research and there's a report that's been considered on the matter. It includes a whole range of things. Important to note is that we're saying if there's justification to move the bands and if there's justification to increase the subsidy, then it will be considered and that request will be made to Minister. However, there must be the concomitant responsibility that it realizes value.
Government intends to build 27,000 units by March 2019. 2.2 billion rand has been set aside for this purpose, but it is far from being enough. The Social Housing Regulatory Authority, responsible for these projects, says they have to share their budget with the maintenance backlog.
The rents are kept very cheap. A lot of the social housing institutions do not have enough income to budget for an adequate maintenance reserve. And that is the reason why the income bands and the policy issues that Neville is attending to are important. And then we will make sure that the social housing institutions budget for a maintenance reserve.
And there will be also emphasis to build future projects in or near cities. Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town are first in line.
If it's a social housing, then the primary driving force is not about the finances, but it's about the social change and transformation that we're driving. So particularly in relation to that, and I think you saw the passion that we're displaying, for example, on holding municipalities accountable for when they sell property in inner cities, and it appears to be contradicting that.
The regulator says it will monitor compliance on building standards very closely to avoid shoddy workmanship. Bulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.